Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Brian Nolan, and I have the honor to serve as the president of East Tennessee State University. And on behalf of our Board of Trustees and our faculty and staff, it is my pleasure to welcome you to the Culp Center this morning. Today, we're here to celebrate some of the greatest ambassadors and recent success stories in the history of our university, and that's the ETSU Marching Bucs. Our marching band program has a long and storied history at East Tennessee State University, but its recent history is just beyond exceptional. In fact, the band was just revived 8 years ago when we announced the return of the football program to campus. And we thought that it might be a few years before the band program had an opportunity to come back to life. But under the leadership of Dr. Moore, that time frame was compressed. And in a very short period of time, not only did the band come back to life, the band brought life to our university. And as we reflect back upon its resurgence, I want to share a couple of numbers with you that are just simply beyond impressive. I want to go back to 2003, the year of the last band at the institution. And that year, we had 63 members in the marching band. When the Marching Bucs took the field again for the first time in 2015, we had 168 members. We increased in size, breaking records in 2022 to 288 members. But now let's take that number apart, because across the students who comprise the Marching Bucs, we have 78 majors, students from 113 different high schools, and from 9 states across the nation. And I can't imagine our university without this program. You provide a support and an atmosphere at our institution that is beyond description, and your spirit and energy never wanes. In fact, during the pandemic, when this campus came to a crawl, who was here keeping life and pace and cadence at the institution? You, because throughout the fall of 2020, you met in front of Shared Library and brought hope and light to our university. One of the things that I love the most about football game days is the opportunity for my son to deliver pizza to age. And that's been a family tradition for us, because since my son was little, we did this at Science Hill. And now he's a senior in high school, getting ready to go off to college. So if anyone wants to help me deliver pizza next year, I'm now accepting volunteers. But on behalf of the institution, to all of you, thank you for what you do for our campus. You have transformed this institution. Our program is second to none. It's an extreme honor to invite this person to the stage, an individual who is going to talk a little bit about direction and opportunities. But before doing so, I just want to take a moment before this mic gives out once again to say thank you. Thank you to Dr. Moore. Thank you to Riley Fox. Thank you to Logan Ball. Thank you for the leadership that you provide to this program. And as a point of history, Dr. Moore on his Facebook account earlier today, that it was just this 8 years ago that we announced the institution. Dr. Nolan, I hear you're going to start football. And I said, well, I think the university will. I'm just a person who works here. And he goes, are you going to have a band? And I said, yes. And he goes, then I'm going to delay my graduation so that I have the opportunity to be the first drum major. That seems like just yesterday. But thanks to these 3 gentlemen for their leadership. It's now my pleasure to welcome to the campus a very special guest, Wesley Watley.
Good morning. Good morning. Oh, let's hear it one more time. Good morning. It is a good morning. And thank you, President, for those remarks. I share them. My organization shares them. I come to this campus today with some good news. It's big news. In fact, it's news so big it's never been heard on this campus before. Would you like to hear it? I don't know, Dr. Moore, do they want to hear it? I can't tell. We'll get there. So first, let me explain a little bit better about who I am and what it is that I do. I represent an organization that believes in the power of music. We believe in the power of marching band, and I want you to know personally, I grew up in a marching band. It changed my life in high school. I was the drum major of my high school band for 3 years, went on to study music, and now work for a company that believes in providing a national stage for the finest marching bands in the country. And that journey has led me here to East Tennessee State University. Am I in the right place? Yeah. One more time, I'm gonna get it from you. Am I in the right place? Yeah. We're fans of this band. We've been looking high and wide to recognize the finest in the marching arts, the finest bands who can represent their state in a very, very special show. And that has led me here today to make this historic announcement. You want to hear it, don't you? Yeah. It gives me great pride, and it is with great pleasure I announce today that for the first time in this school's history, the East Tennessee State University Marching Bucs has been selected to represent this university and the great state of Tennessee and perform in New York City in the 2024 Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Yeah! Congratulations! Oh, hold on. Congratulations. No confetti yet. Thank you, but hold on a bit. Hold on. Congratulations. All right. So let me better explain, and let me actually introduce myself. I flew in from New York to be here in person because this is such a special program, and I am genuinely a huge fan of this band. My name is Wesley Watley. I'm the creative producer for Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in New York. I've had that role for over 20 years, and again, I want to say it one more time, I'm a marching band kid myself. I was a student of marching band. It genuinely changed my life. And one thing that I want you to know is we look at marching band videos from high schools and colleges and cultural groups from across America. Over 100 applicants applied for next year's parade. We selected only 10, and only 3 of those were university or college level bands. You're one of those 3. Congratulations. I think, and you'll hear this probably more from other folks, but I think it's also significant. It's been over 50 years since a university or college band program from the state of Tennessee has been in our show, and you are it. So congrats for that. I've learned a few things about Tennessee marching band folks, and I've heard that you might be a little competitive within your state, and I think you should be what? Just a little. Yeah, just a little. I love that. I mean, you should be proud. You should be so proud that this program will represent the state of Tennessee. No other band in the last 50 years has done that at this level, at the university or college level. It's this band, and it's because of the product you put on the field every fall. It's this sense of family that you have created, this culture that you have created together. That's why this invitation has taken place. That's why you will represent this school in front of a massive audience. Let's talk a little bit about the national stage that you have just earned this university to be represented in front of 2.5 million live spectators in New York on the streets, some of them 30, 40 people deep, many of them 30, 40 stories in the air hanging out of their balconies. And on national television, I hope some of you have seen our show on Thanksgiving, we're proud of it, over 30 million spectators on television. It's the Super Bowl and Rihanna, it's Macy's Parade, and it's the Oscars. That's the level of viewership of the Macy's Parade. We're super proud of it, and East Tennessee State University next year will be in front of that many people on television because of your excellence, because of your commitment to the marching arts and the product that you put out on the field. Congratulations, everyone. Congratulations. The last thing I'll mention, and then we have a couple traditions to make this official, is that we love coming to new programs, to new communities. And I know we've had bands from East Tennessee before, and high school programs, et cetera. But I'm so excited to welcome this group, this university, to the streets of New York. The Macy's Parade is a family. When this band marches in our show, it'll be our 98th parade. We are almost to 100. We've been a part of American culture in many ways for almost 100 years. It's a New York show, but it's really become America's way to celebrate Thanksgiving. We're grateful for that, and we're really grateful to think that you guys will share it with us next fall. So congrats. A couple traditions. The very first is we have to hear if you actually accept the invitation. So Dr. Moore, if you would join me up on stage, let's put our hands together for Dr. Moore.
As Dr. Nolan mentioned, 8 years ago today, we announced the drum majors for the new marching Bucs. Fast forward to today, one of those drum majors is our assistant directors, and this band is going to Macy's. I need to thank a few people. I need to hold it together, too. I want to acknowledge our alumni who have paved the way through this program, their hard work. I want to thank the current marching Bucs. Your pride, your precision, your passion. It's why you have earned this. We have an amazing staff. I'm blessed to work with our creative and instructional team. Logan, Riley, Matthew, Jacob, Candace, Cassidy, Michael, Dr. Zimbauer, who drives the truck for us, and the lady who holds us all together, Patty. And I absolutely have to thank Dr. Nolan for his vision in bringing this back. And who else has a university president that A, buys the band pizza, and B, sits in and shows off his awesome drum set skills at basketball tournament? Dr. Nolan. I want to thank all of the ETSU administration, Dr. Bidwell, our dean, Dr. Stevens, our chair, so many that worked on this committee to put this event together. It was hard keeping this under wraps. I hope we mostly kept it under wraps. The Culp Center staff, I've got to thank my colleagues in the music department. They are fantastic, and they will go out, even when they're not being paid during the summer and they're not on contract, they'll go out with us to visit high school band camps and share the program, and they're just an amazing group. We have so many colleagues in departments across campus that also help the marching band, the theater department, and all of the people that work to put this together. That it's just amazing. Obviously, I want to thank Wesley and Ryan and the folks at Macy's for their confidence in us. One person I'm going to recognize. In 1977, my dad bought my first trumpet. He's been to countless concerts, competitions, football games. Every school I've been associated with, he's been the biggest fan for that school. And at 92 years old, my dad's here to share this moment. Thanksgiving is designated for gratitude and for family. And I can't think of a better way to spend that next Thanksgiving than with my Marching Bucs family in New York City. I'm so excited about that. And I'll close with this. When I was an undergraduate, a friend of mine transferred from another university to come here to ETSU. And before she left that institution, the director there said, "East Tennessee, do they even have a band?" Well, on Thursday, November 28th, 2024, in front of 33 million viewers, we're going to prove that East Tennessee has one hell of a band. Go Bucs!
If y'all would, join me over here. Thank you, Dr. Moore. It is, again, our pleasure. It's our pleasure to have you guys next year. We're pleased. We have a couple symbols of this invitation for you. The very first is our official drumhead of the 2020. Sorry, Bucky, right? This is our 2024 Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade drumhead. I hope that you'll put it up in the band room or anywhere that makes the most sense on campus, and it'll serve as a reminder of the goal that's ahead of us, of you, over the next 18 months. We're excited, and we know it takes a lot of preparation, time, creative energy, and frankly, it takes some money and some fundraising to get to New York. So on behalf of Macy's and this invitation, we wanted to kickstart your fundraising with $10,000 this morning. Yeah. We know it's just a start, but we hope that it's a symbolic gift from us to get things started so that you can invest in your kids in whatever way you need to, invest in this trip, and we're pumped. We're really pumped. Before we finish, we have one more tradition, which may be in some of your hands right now. Is there any final words or anything? Are we good on your side? Okay, perfect. So we're going to step forward, everybody. If you could take about 3 steps forward. Thank you. We have a tradition at Macy's. We like to make a little bit of a mess. It's quite fun to dirty up the streets of New York City on very Thanksgiving, and we like a festive environment. So we've handed out some confetti. Don't do it yet. Some of you, I'm looking at you. All right. You have a confetti flicker, it's called. You're going to take the cap off. Do not throw the plastic in this direction. You're just going to take the cap off and you're going to flick it. Rule number 1 of confetti, you need a place to aim, right? So we have a lovely president and we have a band director. This is the location. I'm going to switch over here. This is the location of your aim. But let me tell you a story before we do. So since 1924, our parade has kicked off on the Upper West Side. The balloons, these giant, beautiful marbles get inflated. Our floats are being constructed. Celebrities are in their golf carts and they're zooming over to their floats to get ready. The bands are warming up on the Upper West Side to Central Park. And since 1924, the same phrase has kicked off each and every procession. We count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's have a parade. Let's have a parade has been the phrase that kicks it off. This band will hear that phrase in New York. And I think it would be a fun time to practice together and make a little mess and head in direction. Does that sound good? Shall we? All right, rule number 2 is everyone needs to stand up. And then rule number 3 is I need to hear it loud and proud. We're going to practice one more time. It's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's have a parade. Does everybody know it? Is everybody ready? Ready. Including up here. Bucky, is it Bucky? Is that right? You got it? Okay, good. Everybody in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's have a parade. Yeah! Congratulations. Welcome to the Macy's Parade family. We're so thrilled, and we will see you in the 2024 parade next Thanksgiving. Congratulations, everybody. Thank you so much. We're going to take some photos up here. The screen will stay on board. I believe there's some selfie opportunities for you. Hashtag Bucs on